Welcome to La Louisiane, conversations brought to you by the official magazine of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. I'm managing editor Marie Elizabeth Oliver. We're here today in Cypress Lake Studios at KRVS with Caemon Scott, the founder of Mental Health Week here at the university, and Angeline Mathews, La Louisiane's student editor, who wrote an article about mental health resources on campus for our upcoming fall issue in La Louisiane. Thank you both for joining us. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
So, Caemon, I know you graduated in May. You were the official outstanding graduate for the whole university, so congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Big deal. Big deal. Can you share with us a little bit about what's on the horizon for you as your post-graduation? I know you're going to still be part of the track and field team.
Right.
Training for that.
Yes. So this year, I'm really just going to be running track. I'm still taking classes specific to what I want to do once I'm done, over here. But I kind of want to relax my mind a little bit. I haven't really relaxed since my freshman year. So kind of focus on track a little bit and really focus on NCAA SAC. So that's the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Trying to make as many changes in protecting student athletes as possible. So it's really track, SAC, and, relaxing my mind.
Do you have a leadership role in that organization?
Yes, so I'm the representative for the Sun Belt Conference.
Okay.
I represent every athlete in our conference. I was previously on the board of governors for the Student Athlete Experience Committee, but that committee did get disbanded. So I'm trying to find my way into another committee to help create as much change as possible.
Wow. So really advocating for
Correct.
athletes
Correct.
and students.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And then post this year, I know you have some big ambitions.
Yes. So after I finish my last year of eligibility on the track, I'll be attending Arizona State for their sports law and business management program, pursuing my way to becoming an AD.
Wow. That's really exciting.
I'm very excited.
Well, we're here to talk about mental health.
Correct.
And as the founder of Mental Health Week, I was hoping you could share with us just kind of what inspired you. Was it a personal struggle that you had? Was it something that you saw among your peers? What really kind of got you started?
So from a young age, I've always been someone that likes to help people. I knew that was my gift. I actually changed my major my freshman year from chemistry to PR, personally just to help people. But in high school, I remember I was getting ready for a recitation one day. And then a friend of mine had called me and they was basically saying like they didn't want to be here anymore.
Oh,
And I was the last person they talked to. And then I didn't hear from them for like a week.
Oh, gosh.
I remember I took it like it was my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But then thank God a week later that person actually called me, reached out to me. For my senior year of high school, in the middle of recruiting, I had a close family friend who ended up committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of always been prevalent around me. Freshman year, I remember I was scrolling on social media. Someone from Southern had committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
I saw everyone from Lafayette, because I'm from Lafayette originally. So I saw everyone here kind of hurting in that weight. And it came to the point where it was like, someone has to do something. Like, a lot of people say they want to be the change. A lot of people say it's time to be the change. A lot of people say this is the generation of the change. Someone has to lead that change. And I'll never forget, I'm in Houston visiting Texas Southern, visiting a friend out there. And they're like, yeah, we have a day off on Wednesday for Mental Health Day. I say, what? That's one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard in my life. I come back to class, I'm in my statistics class. And then some of my classmates are talking about skipping class for mental health reasons. I'm like, that is one of the best ideas I've ever heard in my life. So really began doing research and things like that from those avenues. But I got it from Texas Southern. A friend of mine told me, first I was very reluctant, but I saw the positives come out of it.
Yeah, and just having those personal experiences, I'm sure, just seeing that need of hand. Wow, that's so powerful. Thank you for sharing that. And Angeline, I remember you coming to me whenever we were talking about story ideas, and you were so passionate about the idea to talk about mental health and mental health resources and like bringing that to the forefront, because what we do with our magazine, it's really for the whole university community, but your role is advocating for students and telling those student stories. So can you share a little bit about why you thought it was so important to share this story now?
Yes. I think like the short-term answer is like, I'm a student at UL. I'm like on my, Outlook looking through my emails, and I get the like, okay, UL is rolling through with a new mental health program called UL. And like as someone who has used like UL's like in-person therapy and like struggled with like finding a time where the counselor is available and I'm available and it's like all in person, and it gets, it gets messy, it gets complicated. So when I saw like a 24/7 therapy access all online, you can do it like, that is like the epitome of the college experience, is like having to find time for your mental health, like while you're dealing with so many other things. So I saw that, and like someone who struggled with their mental health and like journalism student, I was like, I need to report on this. Like, it's like easy to get an email like, okay, new therapy services, but like some people ignore their emails and not everyone's checking. So like I wanted to be, I want a story in the magazine to last, and I want people to read it and be like, these are the resources. Like, I don't know, no confusion, no like, is UL there for me? Like, I want students to know like, yes, this school cares about you. I think the long-term answer is like, since COVID, like I was like a sophomore, we all were like home, isolated, it was scary. And when I talked to Dr. Frederick, who's a director of counseling and testing, on campus at the Saucier Wellness Center, he said like fall 24 was the first time like people who were freshmen in high school and people who were freshmen in college were like on the college campus together.
Wow.
Like people who struggled the most in 2020 with like being new to like high school and college. Now we're both here, and like, what does that look like? How do we navigate? So it was like, he had been talking about, improving UL's mental health services since 2020. So like hearing him say that, and like the UL rolling, it was just like, this was the perfect time to like tell the story.
Yes. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And I'm sure that, being able to report on it, like, you were able to see all the things that, you experienced, but then to talk to other people, I'm sure that was affirming as well.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, Dr. Frederick definitely like hammered the like nail in the head. Like, it's COVID. We needed to do something. It's been a long time coming. Like it needed to happen.
Yeah, you guys went through some stuff.
Yes. And this is to you. My question to you. What like I've heard you say like I went to Texas Southern. I saw this like mental health initiatives. Like what did that look like to you? Like, I mean, I know they had like the day off, but like, what did you see there? And like, can you share like how that inspired like, the work that you brought back to UL?
It's weird because I didn't actually see it. I just heard about it. But, when someone plants a seed into the ground, you have to water it. And I felt like my research was watering to that seed that was planted into the ground. Looking at schools like Eastern Illinois University, looking at a lot of schools in the Eastern Hemisphere that already have established mental health weeks, multiple days, actually. Some schools have multiple days. Looking at their blueprint, calling them, asking student athletes, number one, at the end of the day, I'm a student athlete, so asking student athletes, how did this affect you? Trying to get in contact with regular students, asking them, how did this affect you? Getting in contact with some administration and being like, how does this work at your campus? So really doing a lot of research with a lot of different schools because I didn't really see it at Texas Southern, but I knew it was something that was happening all across the country. And then we're in the South, so like mental health is not really talked about as much. There's a little stigmatism whenever it comes to that. So trying to be one of the first in the South to really do something as big as that.
Yeah. And how did you like turn that idea? Like, I am one person, I want to make this a campus-wide initiative. How did that start with you to, now it's Mental Health Week. It happens every year. How did that happen?
I met some good people along the way. Jackson Tidwell, he's not here anymore, and Mr. Telvin from UPC. It's funny that we kind of started talking a little before I got this idea. And I remember I got the idea of the first two people I went to because that's the only people I really knew at that point in time. Before I even started advocating things like that, like I was only track. I didn't go on campus, like it was track, go home, school, track. So meeting them along the way and bringing that idea to them. Now, when they didn't know anything, they pointed me in the right direction. Also, I had to give a big shout out to my advisor, Dr. A. She helped me a lot along the way as well.
And for those who don't know,
Dr. Albertson is my my advisor for PR.
Yes.
That's what I graduated
So
in.
shout out to her.
Thank you so much. But they always pointed me in the right direction. Equipped me with what I needed to be equipped with as we, further looked into the details and things like that. They pointed me out to some people I should hit along the way because I know I've said many times, I looked at my advocacy as a big pyramid. If students could say yes, faculty could say yes. Now deans are saying yes, and vice presidents and things like that are saying yes. How could the president say no? If everything else is green, how can the top be red? So that's kind of like the funnel I envisioned. So I, hit all those different aspects in different ways to make sure that President Salva eventually couldn't say no.
Yeah. Wow. Well, if you're just joining us, I'm Marie Elizabeth Oliver, managing editor for La Louisiane magazine. I'm here with Caemon Scott, the founder of Mental Health Week, and Angeline Mathews, the student editor at La Louisiane. So tell us, you just kind of described your process of making this huge change, this thing that is going to happen every year now at the university. What kinds of impact did you see once you actually did the work? You had Mental Health Week on campus. You saw students participating in these activities or having that break. What was that like?
The biggest thing, walking on campus and seeing people with "You Are Not Alone" shirts. A lot of people don't know everything that's went into building that. It took a lot. I was one person trying to manage this amount of money, put on these amount of events. It really shows that what students could do, number one. And number two, it shows that we are really a community. I said this all the time. Lafayette was built on community, and UL is in the center of Lafayette's community. Now, walking on campus, seeing shirts, it extends that community I see. Having people come to events and saying how much it means to them, it really means a lot. A lot. I don't think people truly understand everything that went into it. Being one person trying to, advocate for all these things. So seeing it all come to fruition shows, number one, that as a student, you can really do anything if you put your mind to it and put the work behind it. But two, this is the generation for change.
Yeah.
We have the ability to do so much. We want to see the better. We want to do better. So be better. Just go get it. It's a testament to a lot of different things. It's really a testament to how far God can bring you whenever you give things to Him as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember one day I was stressing. We weren't getting any money. I had just kind of gotten a little sticky situation with entity that brings money into UL. And then I was stressed walking back from class, making calls. I remember I got called in to a meeting with Dr. Fugile and Dean Serene.
Okay.
I sit down, I'm venting my frustration. It's hard to get money, yada, yada, yada. They're we just got a $1.1 million grant for mental health.
Wow.
So
talk about timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
It really just shows when you put in work and you give the rest of God, He's going to come through when He needs to come.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful.
Okay, so Mental Health Week featured ice cream, yoga, puppies. There's a plethora of events. I mean, this is the second year.
Next year will be the third.
Okay. So next year will be the third. So kind of how did you pick those events and how would you like to see them evolve?
The way I originally picked the events was seeing what worked out at different schools and trying to bring it over here. Also, at the end of the day, we're not fully adults yet. So I kind of wanted to bring back a little bit of childhood memories and things like that. So everything could just flow out your mind and we could all be a little kid again. Now, expanding into the future, I want to continue to get different student organizations involved as well, especially as my time here is starting to roll out. I want this to be a collective effort through all of UL, trying to encompass every student on campus. So hitting a variety of different aspects and hitting a variety of different organizations. as each year passes, I look at the events and I see the positives, I see the bads, I see what we can really work on. So continuing to try to monitor, um, and hopefully this year is going to, I want everything to get better every year, but hopefully this year can really be the model for years, going to the future. I kind of do want to kind of stay in the loop for like next 2 years after I'm away, but I just want this to grow and expand to where everyone like in the state can be like mental health week is this week.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool.
And Angeline, I know, especially for any students listening to this, or even, faculty, staff, I mean, we're talking about students, but it really is, the fall semester is so exciting, but it can be, I know, like really traditionally overwhelming. So I know you have it Mental Health Week every November, and it seems like a really good time because it's right as, I don't know, you're maybe in midterms or just like you hit that wall. So what kinds of resources did you learn in your reporting that you can share for people who, might need them?
Need help. So like I said earlier, UL is the new like mental health resource that they rolled out 24/7, access to like teletherapy. You can like pick if you want a certain like race of a therapist, a gender, like a specialty, anything, to kind of cater to you. There's like a crisis line if like, you don't want to call 911. It's not like an emergency, but you feel like you need some help. You can call the crisis line. There's videos to watch, like how to get a better like sleep schedule, how to manage stress. Like as a freshman, that would have been very helpful to like just learn how to be a college student. Like no one gives you a tutorial, but we have that now. And medication management for like any meds you might need. So that's like UL. And then they also offer QPR training. This is like all through the counseling and testing center. So they like typically every semester, I believe, they send out like one mass email. Here are the resources. Like here is the email. You ever get to look us up, like find it in your inbox. So it mentions UL, but then there's also QPR training, which is like a 2-hour long like training session where they get like outside people to, it's question, persuade, refer for anyone like considering suicide or like they're, at the end of their rope and they need some help. It kind of teaches you how to like question, persuade, and refer from these negative thoughts to help, this person that you might need to help get into a better place. And the Mindfulness Studio, which is in the Rec Sports Center in Bourgeois Hall. They transformed like an old racquetball court to like a place where there's yoga mats and bean bags and yoga is held there. Meditation is held there. There's like a group exercise schedule during the school year for students to go anytime they like to go to yoga, or if you just need like a moment to get your zen, like you can go from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And there's one more.
What?
Oh, Mental Health Week. Duh. That's the biggest one. Hey. And that is like obviously a week featuring like, I think it's so important to like do your schoolwork, be a good, but like go get on a fun jump, eat some ice cream and just like have fun. Like you need to unwind, you need to unplug, like all these different avenues. I feel like we can prioritize mental health, getting your medication, doing what, you need, and then go to the Mindfulness Studio, do some yoga, get some ice cream and just like relax. Like please, we need that.
Yes. Well, I love what you said about just like going back to being a kid and just like what makes your heart happy. Before we go, Caemon, do you want to share anything else about Mental Health Week or just about anything you've learned as a student?
So we will be bringing it back, next year. We're already been in the process and works of hitting different organizations and trying to make it as big as possible. I'm very excited because this is going to be the first time I can really kind of step back a little bit and see the work and observe the work.
Yeah, you're passing the baton.
Yeah. But yes, I'm definitely excited for the future of that. And like, if I could really say one thing to anyone on campus is like, just don't give up. This is a community. If you're struggling, I promise you could go to a teacher. Like they're always going to point you in the right direction. And the community at UL has helped me so much, but I think a lot of us students are afraid and don't really want to talk to teachers and things like that when they're really on our side. Like once you realize that it can change your whole perspective on college. Because you're not supposed to do this alone. Like you're really not. That's why you have that community of people around you. It's like sometimes when you're having that one bad day, they're gonna be there to help pick you up.
Yeah.
So also find that good community that you need to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's amazing. Thank you
Thank you.
both. Thank you both. Appreciate you being here, taking time out of your schedules. And we appreciate you joining us in this conversation with La Louisiane, the official magazine of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette since 1989. Check back next month for more discussions with members of our university community. You can listen to an archive of this interview and read Angeline's article about mental health on campus by visiting louisiana.edu/magazine. KRVS is listener-supported public radio for Acadiana, a service of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Thanks for listening.